Dearest gentle viewer, take your place. Diamonds gather with cozy grace. Tea is poured, the kettle is warm. The parlor is open, welcome home.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, why do I sound so far? 1 second. Okay. Okay, that sounds better. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? We are a little slower than usual this morning, but it is okay. We are here. Happy Monday. Happy March. I hope you guys are having a great start to the week. If you hear a little kind of cracking in my voice, I'm not getting sick. Fingers crossed. Pretty sure I'm not getting sick. I can usually tell when I'm getting sick. I think it's just kind of one of those mornings when you wake up and your muscles and things are just a little slower to wake up than you would like. But we are here. I am here. You guys are here. I hope you guys are having a great start to the day, to the week, to the month. I love it when this kind of alignment happens. I have not looked at chat yet. So I don't know who's here yet. I don't know who's first, second, third, not last, because I needed to kind of get myself situated and acclimated without being distracted. So yes, I have not seen who is here yet, but I did see chat moving. So hopefully, you guys are all saying hi. I see the emotes in chat. Yes. So we are going to get started. But I'm still not gonna look at chat yet. So, excuse me. Well, I was slow to start this morning because I don't use an alarm and I rely on my body to wake me up. And it never fails me. And it didn't fail me this morning. What did fail me is the baby. So I guess at some point in the night, she must have woke up. I don't know. And my husband brought her to our bed, which sometimes we do if we're just too tired to even be bothered. Let's be honest. And so she's in our bed, and this morning when I wake up, she is like latched on to the front of me, like one leg draped over me. It would have been the cutest, cuddliest moment if one, I wasn't, trying to leave. And two, if I wasn't in a position that isn't naturally comfortable for a long period of time. And she I've never been in, obviously, in a bear trap, but it feels like the human equivalent of a bear trap. And so I was eventually able to slide myself out limb by limb, and finally see the time because I was also, my back was to the nightstand. So I don't know what time it was when I woke up. I do know that I escaped at 6:31, which gave me 29 minutes to do all the things that I like to do before a stream. I got them done. However, we were pushing it a little close there. So that is why I'm a little kind of slow to start, but we are here. I am excited for the new month. I still haven't looked at chat yet, by the way, guys, but I promise I am not ignoring you. I just need to not get distracted because then I'll say hi, I'll answer a question. So hopefully, while I am yapping at the moment, um, I actually should check chat just to make sure y'all hear me. Okay, I scrolled to the bottom, so I don't see anyone saying they don't hear me. Um, but just in case, I will look for microphones for confirmation that y'all do hear me. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Um, but okay, so excuse me. Um, I wanted to do, I have, I think, three sort of pre-announcements, and then I'm gonna switch over to the actual game. Say highs, hellos, give our first arrivals their bonus sugar cubes, and then while doing our dailies, kind of get into my usual Monday morning spiel, our Monday morning banter, and then by the time I'm done with those, I should also be done with dailies, and we can get into the literal game plan for the day. By the way, it is thunderstorming in my game, and the lightning is so realistic in this game. This is new. I feel like I've only seen this maybe one update ago, where like these bolts of lightning, very intense, by the way. Okay, so that's the game plan. Let me just scroll down. Okay, I see the microphones. You guys are amazing. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so just have a few pre-announcements. They're quite they range from serious to unserious, if we're being completely honest. So first, pre-announcement. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for an amazing celebration season. We're still in celebration season, honestly. But for an amazing birthday season, an amazing February. As I told you guys last month, February is my favorite month. Obviously, it's my birthday month. It's Black History Month. It's a month of love, and just everything about that month. That's for me when I kick off my new year, to be quite honest. I know the calendar says January 1st. For me, the new year starts in February. January is just a 30-day trial, or 31 days, however many days it is. And you guys really made this year's birthday season really special. So I think I've said this before. We are a military family, so we are nowhere near any of our immediate and or close friends and family. So that is why, for example, if you guys see me in other streams and chat, I'm like, I gotta take a call. That's why like the call will go from like 5 minutes to an hour, because it's usually like my mom or my best friend or someone who's literally just not in my time zone, not on my coast, like nowhere near me. And so I rely on the text and the phone and things like that. With that being said, I went from a life where people could literally be like, oh, I'm in the neighborhood, let's hang out, or where I would tell my husband, hey, I'm gonna go, hang out with the girls, or whatever the case is, to having none of that. I don't have a physical social circle. I barely have a digital social circle. And you guys have become that. Where I'm literally like, hey, I'm gonna go on stream, you know, even if I'm not going streaming, just hang out in the stream with you guys. Last night I was in a group chat with Nicole and New. If you guys are in the chat, hey ladies. And I was like, oh, hold on, babe, be right back. I gotta send a voice note. And he was just like, oh, who you talking to? I was like, oh, Nick and Nicole. I mean, Nick and Nicole, Nick and New. And he was like, okay, like this community has become that extended social group for me. And although I love the month of February because it is a month that I get very introspective and reflective, it can sometimes, I can get in my head. And you guys really allowed me to see the beauty and the kindness and the softness and the gratitude of this season. And so after I got off of my streams last week, I kept feeling like saying thank you was not adequate enough. And also, I saw how you guys responded to the stream soundtrack, if you will. And in going back and forth and figuring out ways to like say thank you beyond just saying the words thank you, I had an idea. And so I've been waiting a whole week to do this, because like I said, I just could not think of like, I feel like I have not thanked you guys enough or adequately enough. And so if you have emotes, get your hearts emotes, raise a glass, your cozy emotes, whatever you feel moved to do. But this is just kind of my additional way of saying thank you, saying I appreciate you. I mean, literally just raising a glass to you guys in the parlor. All right, let's do
Glasses high, let's celebrate a toast because you're truly great. Whether near or far away, you make the parlor better every day. Raise a glass, cheers to you. Raise a glass, this toast belongs to you. In every pause and every cheer, your presence makes it brighter here. The laughter shared, the kindness shown. Thank you for making this space a home. Raise a glass, cheers to you. Raise a glass, this toast belongs to you.
I was definitely vibing out. Yeah, you know, I I've listened to the song 100 times. But it still made me a little emotional because hopefully it conveys what has been in my heart, but also in the form of a bop. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Um, I love seeing all the emotes. If you were my live premiere yesterday, then my live premiere yesterday, then you were there when I said I forgot I had emotes. So I love seeing all the emotes. Um, so this is one of the redemption changes in the parlor. If you ever want to raise a glass in the parlor, it is a redemption there. We'll get into all of those changes, but I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys loved it. I like to think of the parlor as a very safe and honest space. However, I'll make an exception this one time. If you didn't like it or love it, keep it to yourself. Don't tell me. We don't need to be honest about that. It's fine. But yes, thank you guys for the emotes. Jamie, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chat. Look forward to your streams every Monday. Thank you guys. Thank you for saying that, Jamie. Because if you guys remember, some of you may remember, some of you may be newer. When I first started streaming, I had a very different schedule, and then I had to stop because of life. And so that's why I stopped posting a schedule. And ever since winter break, these Monday mornings, and it's a conversation that I had with my husband, have felt really, really good. He's gotten used to it. My daughter, like, and it just works for us. And it has now become something that I look forward to, being with you guys, having this me time. Again, just like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with the girls. That equivalent of that. So you saying that, you look forward to the Monday mornings, really means a lot to me because I do too. And I am looking forward to continuing this cadence. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to, and that brings me a lot of joy. Even if it is just this one time that we hang out in this way a week, it means everything to me. So thank you, Jamie. Hearts in the chat for Jamie. Raise a glass to Jamie. I need to scroll back up, but I did hear another alert. Sissix, thank you so much. I love that song. Thank you. I have been literally waiting. I was like, "Ah, my streams are so far apart," but that is the beauty. Also, I have time to tinker and ponder. So thank you for saying that, Sissix. That means everything to me. Because that song is for you guys. So, hearts in the chat for Sissix. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back up. I'm gonna scroll back up because we're not done with the pre-announcements yet. Okay. Oh gosh. So that was the first pre-announcement, the song. And it is now an official part of the Parlor EP, a little bonus track, if you will. Okay, so the second unofficial pre-announcement, if you will, is that we are still in celebration season. I did not anticipate my birthday stream also being my first partner stream, and I kind of wanted to separate the two. It doesn't change the parlor so much as it enhances the parlor. So we are still in celebration mode. Um, and especially because I don't know if she is in chat. Ash, my wonderful mod, aka the Cozy Rocky, had gifted me for my birthday. I'll probably post the picture on the YouTube tab later today or tomorrow because I have plans today. But um, a Williams Sonoma Bridgerton collaboration, elderberry lemonade mix. The bottle is stunning, by the way, and so it just felt very apropos. Like, I have this bottle. We're popping bottles. It is a non-alcoholic drink, but you can make it alcoholic. And so I felt like we're just gonna keep the celebration going into today, especially since every start of the month, I have now gotten into the habit of refreshing the parlor. Um, Yesterday, the first was the channel's 7 month anniversary, 7 months of uploading and 5 months of streaming. And so I was like, you know what? The first Monday of every month is going to be a celebration stream. We are going to celebrate the monthly milestone. I don't have time to wait a year. Life is short. We are going to celebrate every month, refreshing the parlor. That is what we're going to do every first Monday of the month. And this is the first Monday of the month. So we are going to celebrate that. The next pre announcement is so unserious, but I feel like at least one person is going to ask. And so I have to say it. I have not watched part 2 of season 4 of Bridgerton yet. I have not watched it. I know what happens. I read the book, so I have a general overarching idea of what happens. I've seen the clips online. I follow Netflix. I follow Strong Black Lead. I follow To Doom. So I know all the things, but I have not watched it with my two eyeballs. I am watching it today immediately after stream. The time is blocked out on my calendar. I have a date with my girl Meg. We are going to be watching it together. I will be back in the parlor tonight. And so, any discussions we have about Bridgerton will probably be during tonight's stream. So, just kind of throwing that disclaimer, if you will, out there. And then the last sort of pre announcement before I officially open up chat is that also with tonight's stream, um, I'm going to be doing a technical test with Nicole and New Name, NYC Hearts Gaming and New Name, because we have an amazing co-stream planned for you guys later this week. Details to come. But we want to make sure all of our tech is teching. And so at some point during tonight's stream, probably at the start of tonight's stream, we are going to be running tests on our respective channels Again, just to make sure the experience is smooth and seamless, not just for us, but obviously for you guys. So hopefully I will see you guys tonight for that as well. It'll be Bridgerton, it'll be some gaming, but also that test as well. All right, so that's the pre-announcement. That is the pre-announcement. Now I'm gonna switch over to my game screen, and scroll up the chat, see who was first, second, and third. If you have not claimed first, second, or third, get it done now because I'm gonna look for it. Um, Check your sugar cube balances, and then we'll check the tally and do all of that. The cafe menu has been refreshed for the month of March. So get your tea, get your tree, check your daily affirmation, your vibe check, do all the things while I attempt to catch up to this chat. All right, let's do this. I told you guys it was pouring in my game. Told you guys it was pouring. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't lose parts of it did not cross my mind that I might not actually see the very beginning of the chat. And I won't actually be able to see the first words. That'll make me really sad. It did not cross my mind that that is a thing that happens. So I'm gonna look for the chat in OBS. No, I know. Yeah, I'm seeing microphones as the first thing in OBS. So I'm gonna rely on good old YouTube Studio. Um, okay, this feels like the beginning. It looks like, okay, it looks like Flower Lucky was last. I need to unpin this message. It's in my way. If you guys have not liked or subscribed as of yet, that's all the pin message said. Like on your way in, subscribe, add your name officially to the Parlor Ledger if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the 14 likes that we do have. So Flower Lucky was cool. I just couldn't see the hello. That's all I was missing. But I feel much better just seeing it from the top. Flower Loki, how are you? Hopefully, as I say hi to people, no one is lurking. But if you are, um, hopefully this hello reaches you where you are. It just touches you gently on the shoulder. Flower Loki, how are you today? Happy Monday, happy Monday. Look at them emotes, y'all. Nicole, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love that Nicole is always here before the bot wakes up because it does not put her link. If you guys do not know NYC Hearts Gaming, Nicole, friend of the parlor, amazing creator and streamer here on YouTube. She has an amazing catalog of Sims content as videos and is also a cozy variety streamer. So games like Star San Island, Heartopia, DDV, ACNH, you name it. She will actually be streaming Sims now as well. So very much looking forward to that. So if you guys, I'm sure the link appeared somewhere while you guys were here. Go check out Nicole. She is working towards her 800 subscriber goal. So if you have not subscribed over there yet, if you like it here, I know you'll enjoy it over there. And thank me later. Abby, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Happy Monday, Abby. It's so weird because I speak to so many of you in other stream chats. It's like, oh, I just saw you. Coco, welcome in, welcome in. Naturally, Coco, another amazing not streamer, creator here on YouTube with design builds for DDV and ACNH. If you have not checked out Naturally Coco, what are you waiting for? Especially if you are looking for design inspiration, build inspiration in DDV and ACNH. Her catalog is expansive. You will be able to binge for hours. So go check out Naturally Coco. I know Naturally Coco had mentioned that her schedule changing, so I don't even know if she's still here by the time I'm saying this. But yeah, if you haven't checked her out, please go do so and thank me later. I hope you are having a great day too, Coco. Everyone saying hi's and hellos. Yeah, Coco's gone. Yeah, that's what I thought. Daisy, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How's your week starting? Zach, good morning, everyone. National Banana Cream Pie Day. Mm, I've never had banana cream pie, but happy to all who celebrate. Jamie, welcome in, welcome in. Although, Janie, you were already pushing buttons and I saw the buttons. So, we'll officially welcome in. How are you? I am so glad you find the piano music relaxing, Abby, because that is the same for me. Yep, Nicole's always here before Streamlabs. She's telling Streamlabs to wake up. Streamlabs also slept in, but there it is. There goes Nicole's link. Nicole is first, but it did not do it, but that's fine. So it did not put the alert. I just need to see the first, and I do the rest. Because we can't always rely on the technology. The technology is a great assistant, but like sometimes many assistants, it doesn't always get it right, and you just gotta hold it. You gotta hold their hand and walk them through the assignment, and that is Streamlabs. So Streamlabs doesn't hate you. Streamlabs is just sleepy this morning. It's fine. Everything's fine. Corgi, how are you? I'm not able to stay long this morning, but I wanted to pop in quickly. Corgi, if you are still here or hearing this, it was nice just seeing your name pop into the chat. I hope you're having a great start to the week, a great Monday, and I will see you when I see you. All right, let's see. Everyone's saying their good morning. Sissix, happy Monday. How are you? How are you feeling today? All right, we got everyone saying their highs and hellos. This also makes me really happy um, when just kind of as you guys are greeting each other as well. I was upstairs without my phone, so I missed the notification. So glad I checked. Yeah, it happens. If I step away from my phone, I don't get the things. I know how that goes. It's like, oh shoot, my thing is missing. Something's missing. We have hold up. Who's having a Flower Loki's having a strawberry hibiscus. So like I said, I updated the menu for the month of March. I like to, and this is why I said our first Monday is going to be sort of a refresh streams as well. I saw a raid notification, which means by the time I get there, it's going to be 5 hours later. So I'm just going to go ahead. Guys, if you haven't already, I'm just going to assume you have. But just in case, get your raid emotes ready. Welcome in, raiders. I'm just going to assume it was Dream with Jams. So before it's too late, get those emotes ready, everyone.
Welcome, lords, ladies, gems. Raise a glass, you're among friends. Stay a while, enjoy the vibe. Settle in, like and subscribe. Society takes note, you've arrived with grace. The parlor welcomes you, take your place.
I took advantage and was taking a bite of my bagel and dancing. Welcome in, raiders. I have not seen you officially yet, but I can see the chat on my iPad. So Jam, are you still here? How are you? How were Valley tours? I was in there with tab open as I was getting myself situated. I don't know whose valley it was, but they had a walkway using the new fairy fencing from Pixie Acres, that kind of glass fencing, and they had the tropical wood planks on a dirt path, and it was stunning. I assumed, I don't even know where I thought they were, but I didn't realize you were on the beach until you kept walking because it just looked so immersive and fantastical. So whoever's valley that was, so that's around when I had popped in. I was gobsmacked. So how were Valley tours? How are you? If you've already left to go, I know you have work and you have to decompress and self care. Thank you, as always, for just being a friend to the parlor, supportive, sharing your community with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the 25 likes, guys. If you do not know Dreams with Jam, I'm not even sure how that's possible still at this point, but amazing, cozy content creator, streamer here on YouTube, DDV, ACNH, Heartopia, retro gaming. I know tonight she will be back streaming with Mr. Jam. They're going to be doing some Lego building. That should be a fun because Mr. Jam is a historian and I don't always get to catch their streams together, but the few little bits that I get, he is quite a hoot. The two of them together is just so what's the word? So wholesome. So, yes, if you have not checked out Dreams of Jam, please go do that. If you like it here, you will absolutely love it over there. And thank me later. I just realized my PNG tuber not on. Hey girl, where are you? Where, where are you? Hmm. Hmm? Hmm? Okay. So all my things are like kind of sleepy this morning. That's fine. Let's keep catching up. Let's do that. Okay, so I was at Flower Loki 32 minutes ago. Getting a strawberry hibiscus. I'm gonna try to move this along. I'm gonna do my best to try to move this along. Abby getting a lemon ginger. Yes, I hope you guys really like the new March menu. We have Flower Loki with her strawberry hibiscus having a pistachio biscotti, Sissix with a coconut white tea, and then I came in to the stream and the chat and the things. Who's having Sissix with a citrus glazed pound cake to go with that tea. Thank you, Abby, for saying we have amazing channel songs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me. Big shout out to Taki for sharing that resource with me, and big shout out with to Nicole for just kind of being a soundboard, and big shout out to my mods because I just be dropping links in our mod chat and just and they humor me. So big shout out to them. And then just in real life, my husband and my bestie and my daughter, they are also part of the executive decision making board, and just listening and tell me what sounds right, and my lyrics and all of that. So I'm really glad that you guys like them. Minx, welcome in, welcome in. Minx, I am fully aware that this was half an hour ago. I'm doing my best, y'all. Because I actually have the timestamps. Minx, welcome in. Good morning. How are you? I'm Nicole. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into these songs. No, actually, yes. Minx, how are you today? Happy Monday. Chris, welcome in, welcome in. I see that you are lurking. Enjoy your work, lurk. I hope this hello, just gently taps you on the shoulder all the same. If you guys do not know Cozy Crest Plays, amazing creator here on YouTube, on a streaming break for the best. Just let Crest be an example of listen to your body. It is okay to take breaks. You do not have to earn the breaks. Take them when you need them, and everything will be okay because Crest has an amazing back catalog of DDV builds, tutorials, tours. So if you are looking for more design inspiration, go check out her channel, Cozy Crest Plays. She has got you covered, especially if you are a fairy core girly. So go check out her channel. Crest, I hope you are well. Enjoy your work, Lord. Even just seeing your name pop up is more than enough, friend. All right. Yep. More highs and hellos. This makes it easier though. People just, saying hi to each other. Congrats again on being a YouTube partner. I'm so proud and so happy for you. Thank you so much, friend. That really means a lot to me. Because not just as you being a part of the Parlor, part of the community, because you're also my peer. right? In many ways. So thank you just again for welcoming me, just being an inspiration and being a friend throughout this whole process. Yes, it's Daisy saying hello. Yes, for those of you who do not know the handle Sherry Lear 8998, they do prefer going by the name Daisy. I know we're seeing a handle. So just anytime I can remember to mention it, I will always mention it. I know Daisy's real good about, telling people, and you guys are always good about remembering. But yes. And these are all the microphones. Um, oh, the microphones, Daisy, by the way, were just that's how people let me know they hear me when stream starts because this is 30 minutes later, y'all. But it's fine. It's fine. Um, Who's working and lurking? Clever Leaf, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Happy Monday. I hope you're having a great start to the week. I hope work is being, and all of you who are work lurking, I hope that work is being kind and gentle to you to start the week. Working is part of just being an adult, just life. But hopefully it is a soft ease into the week. Um, Yes, Abby. I believe your comment. I had no idea. It must be so hard. Is reference to being a military family. Yes, I mean we've definitely adjusted to the life we signed up for. Especially me as a military spouse. I signed on the dotted line, if you will. I read the fine print. But just not having your people immediately there to rally around you. Yes, we have text and FaceTime and all of that. But you guys have definitely become an extended part of that. Especially since I didn't say this. Out of all my in real life physical friends, only two of them play games. Two. And even still, and so those are the two who are on my dream team with my daughter and I. They are not as involved and invested as I am, so they're not geeking out over updates and patch notes in the premium shop. They're not up till 3 in the morning talking about Star Sand Island with me, and just the way we geek out and absolutely love the cozy games that we play. They're not sitting in all of these streams. And so you guys, with gaming being a new layer to my identity as someone who's never had hobbies, like I am an adult who has hobbies now for the very first time, and having a community that is sharing that hobby with me, loves that hobby as much as I do. Um, you guys mean a lot, specifically and uniquely in that way. Okay. I'm doing good. We're gonna keep catching up. That is what the streamer asks us to do. So oh yes, we're just talking about the microphones. Yes, 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 yes. Corgi, strawberry hibiscus as well. Jamie, a lightly spiced chai. Then we were raising a glass to the parlor. Jamie was touching buttons. Love you too, Nicole. Thank you guys so, so much. Again, Sis Six touching buttons. See, I'm catching up, guys. I am. Dang it, I lost my spot. Lost my spot. There it is. Okay, there it is. All right. See, now I'm only 24 minutes behind. We're doing great. um, and guys, if you have to lurk and go in and out of stream, it is okay. I totally understand. Lizzie, welcome in. How are you? How are you doing today? Happy Monday. Since we're keeping the celebration going, I can play my birthday song for you tonight. All right. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I wasn't gonna bring it up. Flower Loki, I'm so glad you asked. Because Flower Loki's like, oh, what's going on? Whose birthday is it? It is not her birthday. And I promise, guys, by the way, this is all in jest. Nicole and I, we are good. We are developing a stream and off stream friendship. So I promise you, we are good. When I give her a hard time, it is all in jest. I promise. So 2 nights ago, Stormy, I don't know if you're in the chat, um, shared in Nicole's stream that it was her daughter's birthday. So we're all excited, wishing her daughter a happy birthday. And Nicole very excitedly is like, "Oh, I've been waiting for a moment like this." And she debuts a birthday song in her stream, which would have been fine had my birthday stream not literally been the week before. And Nicole streamed for a literal three consecutive but four streams after said birthday stream. And I got no birthday song. So she was waiting for a moment like this to debut her birthday song, but for anyone who wasn't me. That's it. That's the context. I know I'm 11 million years behind. It's fine. That's the context. So, but now we're good. You can keep your little birthday song though, Nicole. No, it's fine. So it's not her birthday month. It is because she somehow managed to sit on having a birthday song like that she would play for her community made, and yet somehow managed to not play it for my birthday. But it's fine. It's fine. I already cried about it in my tea. It is all good. No chaotic streams, Flower Loki. I see what you said. I see what you said. We are not going to have a chaotic stream. However, for those of you who weren't here last week, the little champagne glass, I was able to get it. Had to give it a jolt. That is all of you guys from last week, between super chats and memberships, the little champagne glass. So it's going to stay there for all the streams, and we're just going to see how long it takes for it to get filled to the top, whether that takes a week, a month, however long it takes. So I'm so excited to eventually see that glass full. I think that's going to be really fun. I also just realized no one claimed second or third. So you guys really don't want your bonus sugar cubes. I'm going to get to the bottom of this chat so that I can do my dailies. But I know the minute I pick up the controller, I'm not going to be reading chat as diligently. So we're going to get there. We are going to get there. Yes, Jamie. I'm excited. I'll get into the details of what Nicole and New and I will be doing, but I am really, really excited as well. We have been trying to do this for a while. So we're just going to start with something light and easy just to kind of get the feel for, okay, what is it like to co-stream, and then we'll get into more what is that kind of like, I don't want to say more intense, but like more involved co-streaming ideas. It is going to be a DDV stream. Like I said, we're just kind of starting light and breezy. Y'all are touching buttons. I can hear y'all, right? I can hear the buttons being touched. I set up alerts on purpose so that I know when things are happening, even if I am 29 minutes behind on the chat. So yeah, we're really excited. We were brainstorming, doing all the things. So yes, that's going to be exciting. So Nicole gave the story, but my version of the story is much better because you guys get to hear the animation in my voice. So yes. I don't know where my PNG tuber is, Daisy. It's on. Um, it's open. Um, oh, let me switch to this scene. No, she's just decided to. I don't know, clock. She's still celebrating. You know what? She had a busy month. She had a busy month too. So she is still celebrating, but it is kind of weird, especially in full screen, not seeing her there. Um, I don't know. Every now and again, something disappears in my kind of scene setup, and I guess today it decided to be her. So I'll switch to this scene so it's at least less obvious that she's missing. And hopefully I can fix her by tonight. Guys, I made it to the raid. I made it to the raid. Carolyn, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. All right, so I made it to the raid. We have Piglet. Thank you guys for welcoming the raiders because I am clearly the hostess that was running around in the back, making sure everyone was good, and I didn't greet anyone at the door. So thank you guys for being amazing parts of the parlor. Thank you guys for the 30 likes, and I haven't done a single thing. It has been 45 minutes of me just chatting. Varda, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? See, this is why I'm glad I did the raid song when I did, because the raid happened in exactly 20 minutes ago. So, so glad I did that. Deb, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Cradle, how are you? It's been a while since I've seen you in the parlor, Cradle. So, happy Monday. How are you? How are you doing today? Welcome in again to all the raiders. I'm glad Jam's link was there when I wasn't there. Magda, welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. How's everyone doing? I am getting caught up. All right, Nicole got her bonus sugar cubes. 30 years later, I did it. Whoop, whoop. We did the raid song. See, future me knew better. Weasley, thank you so much for coming in. I know you were modding for Jam. If you guys do not know Weasley, this is going to have to just be late. Weasley is probably off to work, lurking somewhere. But if you guys do not know, Weasley is one of my amazing mods. Please show some mod love for Weasley. Let's get some mod love and some crowns in the chat. Weasley, how are you doing today? How are you feeling today? I know work and life just keeps you busy, and then you still manage to show up here for us in the parlor, for Jam, and for the millions of other streamers you mod for. So please, let's get some mod love for Weasley while I continue my attempt to catch up.
My love, strong and true. My love, we celebrate you. Keepers of the vibe and grace, steady hearts that hold the space, guardians of the cozy flame. The parlor honors your name, as ever watchful, warm and bright, Weasley crowned in common life. My love, strong and true. My love, we shine because of you.
Late, but still appropriate. Sorry, I was chewing. Welcome in, Trina. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Are you new to the parlor, Trina? Welcome in. Sisters, I do not have a laughing out loud emote. Do I need a laughing out loud emote? Um, I can add a laughing out loud emote. And next time we are able to unlock an emote, I can add that to the rotation. I don't know why don't I have a laughing out loud emote? Now that I think about it. Jam, you're probably gone. But yes, he Jam said it's so inspiring seeing all of those builds. Like I said, just the little bit that I was able to see, I was in awe. So like this community, excuse me, is so amazingly, amazingly talented. These songs are such about thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Like I wanted them to be, boppy. But I also wanted them to feel like me, to feel like the parlor. So they have a little bit of soul to them, but they're also a little bit regal. So yes, I'm glad you guys like them. Um, yeah, my EP is officially out. We released the bonus track this morning. I put in my submissions for next year's Grammy season. I didn't, guys, by the way. I'm totally joking. Just in case, the joke missed anyone. It's a complete joke. Okay. 15 minutes behind. We're making progress. Hopefully most of it is just emotes from this one point. Sissix is having a lemon pound cake right now with icing, but no tea. Just a frappe. That counts. That counts. I hope you and the family is also good. Same to you, Minx. Thank you, thank you. The family is doing well. Hubs is home longer than he usually is. He did have a bit of a work accident. If you guys could just put hearts in the chat for Hubs, he is fine. It's kind of one of those work accidents where um bad enough that he had to stay home, but not bad enough that he had to stay in the hospital. So he is fine. Everyone is fine. Just, got to keep a little close eye on him for a couple of days. But other than that, the family is doing very, very well. So thank you for asking, Minx. I was doing so well, and then the thing scrolled down to the bottom. Oh, my Lanta. All right. I was doing so good too. Okay. It sent me down and then it sent me back up to the raid. I was doing really well. I was doing really, really well. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Thank you guys for letting Daisy know that I was behind in the chat. Um Yes, I said 3 a.m. for a reason, Nicole. Literally me forgetting to sleep yesterday because I was gaming. Listen, Carol, it happens. It happens. You're in a zone, you are locked in, and the next thing you know, the sun is coming up. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Before you know it, you're like, oh, where's that little orange pinkish light coming from? Oh, it's the sun. Yep. So it's fine. Um, Strawberry Field Fairy. I do not know the name. But hello, welcome in. Is this your first time in the parlor? Is there another name I should be calling you by, assuming you are still still here? Because this was 10 minutes ago. But welcome in. How are you? We're still saying hellos. Wonderful. I feel like I'm doing so good. I feel like I'm doing so well. Oh, Flower Loki. Uh, Nicole, my birthday is Thursday. You can play it then. And she did. She did. She was so excited, Flower Loki. She did a little jig and everything. Like I wasn't sitting right there. Like it was fine. It was fine. Fine. But happy early birthday, Flower Loki. A very, very happy early birthday to you. Do you have any birthday plans, my Pisces queen? Doing so good. Carolyn, welcome to the Gems. I hope you enjoy being green. I hope you enjoy your emotes. If you guys are wondering, the little badge next to your names is a rough stone. So eventually it smooths out and there's a progression. So that is the badge. Thank you for becoming a Parlor Gem officially, Carolyn. There's one post up in the members only tab at the moment. I have a poll to put up there for you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. There's gonna be things. But thank you so much, Carolyn, for supporting the parlor in that way. I knew I heard buttons being touched. Nicole, thank you for the $5 super chat. I love you for forgiving me. Listen, my in my big age, I have learned to know when it's somebody's head and when it's somebody's heart. And so I know your heart, Nicole. We are all good. It is all good. Thank you guys for the hearts and the raised glasses for Carolyn and Nicole because clearly I wasn't there. So yes, you can be a member now. I'm official. Toss, toss, toss. Daisy, you're probably gone by now, but I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week. If I do not see you in any of my other streams. T, welcome in. How are you? Good morning. Happy Monday. New, welcome in. If you guys do not know, okay, I was waiting for her to get here so we can actually, I can eventually mention all the things. But if you guys do not know, new name here on YouTube, another amazing, cozy variety gamer with a side of crazy chaos in the best possible way. Excuse me. So DDV, Heartopia, even though she won't admit it, Star Sand Island, ACNH, amazing decorator. It is always a crazy good time hanging out with New in New's community. Also want to give a big shout out Nicole's community, news community, all of these other creators, Jam's community, their communities, we overlap obviously a lot. They're my extended community. They're extensions of the parlor. This is the parlor, they are the ton, right? So, a big shout out. I don't know if she's here in the chat, but a big shout out to Tanya, who is one of News Mods, um, for sponsoring sponsoring for lack of a better word, an additional game to the Parlor catalog. We are now going to be playing Star Sand Island thanks to Tanya. That is what I'm hoping to be playing tonight. It is on a completely different device because I don't have it on my PS5 as of yet. Tanya made it possible for me to have it on my one of my Macs, my husband's computer. My Mac would implode. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. So big shout out, hearts and raise a glass to her for making that possible. I tested all the tech. And if everything goes smoothly, that is what we'll be playing tonight after we do our co-streaming test. So big shout out to Tanya. I hear buttons being pushed. I'm gonna get there, guys. I'm going to get there. I promise. But yes, if you like it here, you will absolutely enjoy hanging out with New. It is a good time. Thank me later. New, how are you doing today? Did you get any sleep? Because we had you up past your bedtime. Did you get any sleep? All right, everyone is saying their highs and their hellos. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw the tally up here just to see by the time I get there, because I'm only like 9 minutes behind, guys, to see where the statuses are. I hope you guys have been checking your sugar cube balances. If you are new to the parlor, you do earn in stream currency sugar cubes just for hanging out chatting. You get some for subscribing, for being a member, for super chatting. We also have some bonus ways to getting for being first, second, or last, our trivia, and it's just a fun way to kind of keep us engaged and interactive here in the stream. So you can check your sugar cube balances with exclamation point sugar. We have our free commands that you can use and have fun with in the stream. But if you want to actually use your sugar cubes on something, we do have some redemptions that you can exchange them for. I've dropped those all in the chat. Future me has put them all in the chat. See, I lost my sense of time. This is why I have no business doing time travel. I'm 10 minutes behind in chat reading, but current me put the commands in the chat. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Sis, for saying you love all the songs. Weasley, I figured you were lurking. Love you too. Love you, Bigly. Crest, sorry I disappeared, my sister Carl. Hi, Scarlett. Scarlett's not here, but so if you guys don't know, Scarlett's Cozy Corner, that is Cozy Crest's Plays' sister. Amazing creator over on Twitch. DDV 2 Point Museum, another cozy, slightly chaotic good time. Please go check her out. Scarlett's Cozy Corner. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there, guys. So, okay. Whew, am I at the bottom or did it just throw me to the bottom? It might have just thrown me there like, hey, girl, just skip all the rest of it. Oh, no, I'm near the bottom. So it's all hearts and emotes for Weasley. Thank you guys for the mod love. Birthday Gate, the shade, darling. It really was. But it was also hilarious. I told my husband, and he didn't get it at first. He very much looked at me like, I guess I had to be there. And then I translated it into work terms for him. And like I assigned names like, okay, imagine so-and-so is Nicole and so-and-so is Stormy. And then there's you. And he got it eventually. He got there. He still didn't laugh as hard as I did, but he got there nonetheless. Because I thought it was hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, so I think I'm good. I'm good. More or less. New Heartopia. What is that? New, don't front like you don't play Heartopia. Let's first of all, Steph, don't come in here trolling me. Steph, thank you so much for jumping in the chat, even if it is just to troll me. Okay, so a little bit of backstory. Actually, first, if you guys do not know Steph Lunara, I do not know how that is possible. I have shouted her out in my videos and my streams before. Super fantastic, amazing creator here on YouTube who also just started. I do need to hydrate. Thank you, Farrell Loki.
Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray.
I didn't sip, but I did try to fix my PNG tuber, and it didn't fix. Thank you, Farrell Loki, for that. I didn't sip, but I did take a bite, and I did try to fix my PNG tuber, all while bopping. So great use of the hydration break, all the same. But thank you for that. So Steph Lunara, amazing creator here on YouTube, videos, streams of all the cozy, sometimes not cozy, variety gaming type. Also just started streaming on Twitch like, I don't know, 3 nights ago. So, if you guys somehow magically did not know who Steph Lunara is, please go check out her channel over here on YouTube. She has a deep catalog of content when it comes to DDV, ACNH, Star Sand Island, Heartopia. We could be here for days naming the games that Steph plays. Amazing creator. Go check her out if you like it there. If you like it here, I know you'll love it there. Thank me later. Steph, how are you? First of all, that's one, because I am a gracious hostess. How are you? So here's why Steph is trolling me. Um, how many months ago was this? I want to say this was like early fall. Steph was touring all forms of storage. I was one of the people she toured their indoor storage, their outdoor storage, trying to decide what to do with her storage. The irony is, I actually found Steph's page. She was still all Steph in games at the time because of her indoor storage tour from like 2 years ago. I had just started playing DDV and I was just kind of getting acclimated with DDV creators. So that is actually how I found Steph's page. Her indoor storage tour. I just want to just guys keep that in the back of your mind. Fast forward, she's trying to decide what to do with her storage because she's just outgrown and not feeling her current storage. Cool. She decides to go to Storage Island. It felt like a direct betrayal. Okay? And as a result, I gave her grief for like 4 weeks. And so her coming in here and clocking my tea about a storage island is unsurprising. However, Steph, if you are still here, so I said a couple of weeks ago, if we make partner by the end of the month, by the end of February, I would do an outdoor storage island. Here's the thing. In the back of my mind, I knew I would hit the numbers. There was a strong chance that I would hit the numbers to make partner during the month of February. But the disclaimer tells you it could take easily up to a month for the application and approval process. So I thought, oh, even if I hit the numbers in February, I'm not actually going to officially be partner in March. That was my loophole. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was my loophole. But I did mentally prepare just in case. And I'm glad I did because from applying to getting approved, it took 26 hours. So it happened in February. And so now we've packed the U-Haul and we're going outside. And if you guys did not see it, I did upload a full tour of my indoor storage to the channel yesterday. Shout out to everyone who joined me for the live premiere. I put it on the channel for posterity because we are moving. And that is once I get to the bottom of this chat, that is what we are going to be doing today. We need to plan my island because I actually have no idea what I'm going to be doing when I get up there. I'm mentally prepared to leave my indoor storage house. I know what I want to do with the house. And I think I've mentioned having that idea before, but I was just going to do it on the empty floors. Now I'm just going to do it with the whole house. We can get into that later. So I know what I'm going to do with the house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the island though. It's kind of like if you've ever sold a house, while also buying a house. If you've ever done that, I've never done it, so if I describe this wrong, my bad, guys. Um, and the house selling before you have a buy, you before you bought yours, and so now you are forced to rent in the between time meantime, and so I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. I hear buttons. I see things on the screen. I was doing so good, and now I'm back to 9 minutes behind. Because I was chatting with Steph. Thank you guys for welcoming Steph. I cannot wait for Star Sun to come to Switch this summer. Yes, so that's what I was waiting for PS5. But like I said, big shout out to Tanya over in News Community for blessing the parlor with the ability to play it on the computer, and so I'm very excited. That's a lot of buttons being pressed, y'all. Hold on, I need to switch to the full screen so that I can see what's falling into the glass. So give me a second. Let's see what's happening to our champagne glass. Or is everything just decided to take a break this morning? Is everything on a break this morning? Okay, I just need to see what's falling into the glass so that I know what I'm walking into by the time I get there. That's what I need to. Okay, it looks like it's diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. However, I fixed my PNG tour. Look at me fixing things. So current tally in the parlor, by the way. We have Corgi comfortably sitting at the top at 4,725 sugar cubes. Nick on her heels at 3,795, but not really on her heels. That's not really. And then we have
shoulders back, roll your neck, stand up tall, breathe and stretch.
Thank you for that stretch reminder, Nicole. I also feel like it was a distraction though. Like you wanted me to stand up and not be at my screen. But thank you for that. Nonetheless, I hope you guys also stretched. We have Sissix, Flower Loki, and Crest rounding out the top 5. And then New, Tiger Lily, Coco, Dom, and Jazz rounding out the top 10. Thank you guys for saying hello and welcoming stuff into the parlor. Knew you didn't get any sleep and you are cranky. Thanks for acting. You're welcome. Hopefully you won't be cranky for long. There are all the redemption, guys. If you ever see a redemption and you're like, how does this work? What does it mean? Please ask me. I don't want to like go through and explain every single one of them because as you can see, I'm very behind. Um, However, I am not so far behind on my announcements and my itinerary, so yay ish. So like I said, we're gonna keep celebrating today. Tanya, did I speak her into existence? That was Tanya touching buttons, so that's what that was. Got it. A button hates to see Tanya coming. Tanya, thank you so much. You have already done so much for the parlor. I mentioned earlier the Star Sand Island. Thank you so very much. I see what you did, Tanya. Corgi, welcome back just in time to see that you are comfortably sitting on your throne at the top of the tally. Your meeting is finished. I hope it was well and not a meeting that, could have been an email. So yes, you guys can redeem officially they're part of the menu now. Redeem hydrate, redeem stretch. They were all free last week because it's my birthday stream. But now they're folded into the sugar cubes economy, if you will. So you guys can redeem those. You guys can redeem the toast if you want to raise a glass to the parlor. I did kind of revamp some of the trivia and things like that. Let me start moving. Let me start doing some things. So the love trivia has been retired. Our regular exclamation point redeem space trivia is still Bridgerton themed because we are still in Bridgerton season. So that is one way for you to gain sugar cubes. However, now instead of just 10 to 50, it can be 10 to 75 sugar cubes. Um, all last month, you guys know that we were doing the Black History Month facts. It is Women's History Month for the month of March. And so now we are doing our spotlight. I needed a better name for it, right? So it is our spotlight for the month of March. Um, Facts about women related to Disney and or gaming. And so today's spotlight, let's see what today's spotlight is going to be. I really enjoyed sharing those Black history facts with you all. And so we're just going to keep that going whenever it feels right. Women's History Month absolutely feels right to me as a woman myself, a woman in gaming, a woman who loves Disney. And so today's spotlight is Brenda Chapman became the first woman to win an Academy Award for the best animated feature for Pixar's Brave. I didn't know that even myself. But I also love the movie Brave. I was one of the few people I think who was extremely excited to have Merida come to the game, even if it was a DLC. And so yes, that is today's spotlight fact. So we're gonna still be doing that through the month of March. My PNG tuber is working. Yes. Um, I was wondering why I wasn't see you come up for me. Now I come in and bother you. I'm so excited. Yeah, stuff. I know. It's fine. It's fine. You can get your lick back. I understand. I know I'm late, guys. But you can get your lick backs. Corgi, I am glad to hear you're jamming to the songs because so am I. So am I. Working per usual. Steph, are you still working from home? I know you said your shoulder was getting better. Are you still working from home? I did give her so much grief. My, how the tables have turned. Thank you for the congratulations, by the way. I know I'm 800 years later, but I did make it to Tanya pushing buttons. Big, big hugs, and let's raise a glass to Tanya. I'm going to play the raise a glass. We're going to do an official raise a glass to her. But congratulations to Cassie T, Ashton, Carice, Madison, Radical Radish, Courtney, Sierra, Sasha, Amethyst May. Love that name, by the way. All of you are now diamonds in the parlor thanks to Tanya. Yes, yes. So we are going to raise a glass to Tanya. If you have your emotes, your heart emotes, raise a glass to Tanya. We are going to do that while I read and get to the bottom of this chat so I can do these dailies so we can start working on this island. But congratulations to all of you for turning green. Thank you so much, Tarla, for being a friend to the parlor.
Glasses high, let's celebrate a toast because you're truly great. Whether near or far away, you make the parlor better every day. Raise a glass, cheers to you. Raise a glass, this toast belongs to you. In every pause and every cheer, your presence makes it brighter here. The laughter shared, the kindness shown. Thank you for making this space a home. Raise a glass, cheers to you. Raise a glass, this toast belongs to you.
you guys, I moved. But thank you again so very much, Tanya. Before I forget, if someone wants to redeem exclamation point Scrooge to see how the duck treats us today, I'd greatly appreciate that. Ignore the little yard sale in my plaza. Um, uh, Majesty, aka Ty, he's actually a mod for Cozy Crest Plays. He was looking for a graphic that showed all of our cooking stations and crafting stations. And I was like, I don't have a graphic, but I can make a video. And so that is what that is for. The video is actually done and nearly done editing. And so that will probably be up on the channel in a week or so. So that's what that is about. So just ignore that. But okay. Thank you guys for raising your glasses to Tanya. Look at all those glasses. Yeah. Look at the emotes. Look at the emotes. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm here. I'm fine. But yes, if someone wants to redeem exclamation point Scrooge, we're gonna see what our chances are with the duck today. We have to check all four of my shops. You are still working from home for now, but you'll be back at the end of the month. Boo. But I am happy to hear that you are feeling better enough to go back to work. But I'm sure you were enjoying the time working from home. You're about to head into a meeting. I think I saw that crust, but I might have said it in my head. Enjoy your meeting. Hopefully, it's not a meeting that should have been an email, and an actual, productive meeting. Actually, before I go into Scrooge, I wanted to do this because Corgi's back. This might have been 3 streams ago at this point. And guys, thank you for being patient with me and bearing with me. I caught up with the things. Thank you for the 32 likes on the stream while we literally just spent almost 90 minutes watching me talk. So if you were here, I think it was about 3 streams ago, Corgi redeemed. I can put my umbrella away now. Our couple decorating redemption. So it was to decorate inspired by Nala and Simba. And we decided to do it in the Tiki house. So, I have this design inspired by them and I get a house done. I finished it off stream because, again, if we waited for every time I stream once, sometimes twice a week. Nothing would get done, for being honest. So you guys were here, I think, and I was debating whether or not to keep this fourth room. I decided to not keep it. And so this is more or less the final design. So it is Nala and Simba inspired. If you want to tell yourself this is where they vacation, great. If that feels a little weird to you because they're lines and you're just telling yourself, well, I'm just staying at a themed Airbnb, you can also tell yourself that. Whatever helps you wrap your head around the ethos, but it is Nala and Simba inspired. So this is the living and seating area. I love a gallery wall moment, and so actually deleting the room really worked out well in my favor in that way. So the room that you guys have not seen, we'll start there. This is the one I did completely off stream. Also really love the tapestries. Who decorates with the tapestries? I love decorating them when I get a chance. So this is the bedroom. We did not do this on stream at all, and I am really excited about the way it turned out. I love that we really do have all of these items that don't get enough shine, and that is partly why I am excited to do the outdoor storage because I'm going to be turning my indoor storage, my house, into a showcase for all the characters and all the universes. And so this has been a great way to sort of flex that muscle. This is also why I need to complete more memories to use in the memory frames and the TVs. But so this is the bedroom. So big shout out. We could get hearts in the chat for Corgi for redeeming this design inspiration. And then the final room, you guys did see this a little bit on stream, but I finished it off stream. I wanted to play with the idea of doing like an indoor outdoor depth perspective. I like the way it came out. It challenged me for sure. I got the idea from Horrible Gaming, Nora, here on YouTube. But I like the way it came out. I'm very pleased with myself. I also like that I got an excuse to use something from the DLC because I haven't done any decorating over there. And that matchbook bed looked perfect over there. Our crafting paid off. So if you were here for our crafting stream where I 100%ed or as close to 100% my crafting menu, I wouldn't have realized this existed if we didn't do that, by the way. And it is perfection. I think I originally had those lounge beds that we get from Moana there. This is much better. So we have this happening here. And then this is essentially, you know, you're coming outside. Thank you for showing me the way, Lucky. So I'm really happy with the way this came out as well. Very, very pleased with the overall design. So again, thank you, Corgi, for redeeming that. Thank you for the design challenge. So that is another house that is decorated off the list. I need to update my house count, but I believe we are now at 23 fully decorated premium shop houses. We'll get there little by little. We will get there. 32% chance Scrooge's shop has something worth your coin today. All right, we have 4 shops to check. Flower Loki, let's hope the duck does not disappoint us. All right, so let's go back to the plaza. I think I'm gonna skip the rat today. It's just in the interest of time. So I usually do Remy's DoorDash order, so I can get my little wrought iron, but we only have an hour and a half left, guys. And I'd like to actually, you know, do more than buy things from Scrooge. All right, so let's see. So far, not a single red dot to be found. Okay. The other day, I don't know if this was on or off stream, but I did have a red dot and it was a cabinet. And I was like, there's a cabinet that I don't have? It was like one of the white cabinets. Apparently I was missing a piece this whole time. And I was like, well, this feels insulting, but I guess. I mean, I took it. I cleared the red dot. I wasn't going to leave it. If you are new to me shopping Scrooge, I do tend to buy the things that I decorate with often so that they do not count towards my daily shopping count for the day, just in case we get some decorating done and I need to buy some things. Thank you guys for indulging me with the tour. Flower Loki, I am so glad you like the room. Thank you for the hearts for Corgi. Corgi, I hope you're still here. I know you said you were back. I hope I didn't like miss another lurk. All right, let's head to Eternity Isle. Yeah, we're gonna skip. I don't need I sometimes check for the onyx, but I don't really actually need anything from those cards, so we're just gonna go straight to Scrooge and Eternity Isle. We're gonna get that done. All right, I need to come clean up over here eventually. I did do quite a bit of cleaning in the other areas because I was leveling up my critters over the weekend. Well, leveling up more critters. I had a few leveled up, but I officially filled 1 chest of chests. So I've never opened my companion chests. Ever since they added that feature of us getting rewards from our companions, I don't know, I just had it in my head to just keep those chests. And now I have even more incentive because apparently some chests might have new things in them at some point as they go in and kind of tinker in the back end. I just thought it would be super satisfying for one day when I have all the critters leveled up to just sit and open up however many dozens of chests in a row. So I have a full chest now and I have a second chest that I'm working on. So that Scrooge was a disappointment. Let's head to the Vale. And then I might go to my Kristoff there before we head to Wish Blossom Ranch. See, we are making progress. Yes, guys, as you come in, if you're realizing, oh shoot, I turned green, thank Tanya. She came in and just dropped a little something, came in hot and then left. She came in hot, touching buttons, and then left. All right, someone touched the button. I will be right with you in a moment. Let's see if Storybook Vale Scrooge is a disappointment. He is. At this point, I can't help but wonder if I just have everything. Because it did take me a while to realize after the Wish Blossom Ranch release that I did actually have everything. So I was walking in and out of those shops for no reason. So I stopped going to the other shops when, excuse me, Storybook Vale. I stopped going to all those shops and was only going to Wish Blossom Ranch. And I'm starting to feel like that is the case now. Brandy with a Y. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Happy Monday, happy March. Hope you're having a great start to the week and the month. And welcome to the gems, my dear. That was you touching buttons. Okay. Thank you for becoming a gem. I hope you enjoy being green. I hope you enjoy your emotes. They make me happy, so I hope they make you happy. And in case anyone can't like really see what the emotes are, we have a high, we have our hearts, we have our cozy, we have our distraught, we have beg your pardon, mod love, raid, shant, raise a glass, and the fan, which you can use if you're blushing or if you're lurking, whatever tickles your fancy in terms of that usage. But that is this a sort of a coy, a lurk sort of emote just behind the fan. So that is what that one is. Those are what our emotes are. We are, I think, a ways away from unlocking another one. However, I did get a dope request from Sissix for a, you guys unlocked another emote. That was Tanya's doing. I did get a request from Sissix for a laughing out loud. I don't have one ready made, so I won't add another one. Because I did have other ones ready made, just none of them were a laughing out loud. And I don't know how I didn't have that. So I will leave that one empty and we will have it this evening, or I can add one of the ones that I do have ready, which include, you know what? Let's do a poll. Y'all know I love a poll. All right, let's do a poll. Next emote. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So these are our, I'm just gonna make it 3 options just to keep it cute. All right, I'm gonna throw that up there while I buy the things from my main man, Christoph. Now that I am doing a little bit more crafting with some decorating, I just need to go in and grab the things just in case. All right, so let's go see a man about some flowers. I believe those flowers get used for crafts as well. Hopefully my pockets are empty enough. Yes! Let's see how my pockets are looking. All right, not bad. All right, let's head to the ranch. All right, so I need to know who has watched the Bridgerton Part 2. Who plans to watch it? I know typically this would be a poll, but we can't have 2 polls running at once, guys. So are you watching? Have you watched? Do you plan on watching? Like I said, I'll be watching today, so we will absolutely be having a conversation about it in this evening stream. I can't promise there won't be spoilers. It will actually be spoiler heavy. If you were someone who plans on watching and haven't watched yet and you care about spoilers, you might want to hang out in tonight's stream with the sound off. Just deal with the visuals. I will give, maybe timestamp warnings, I guess, if I can. That's all I can promise at this point. I'm excited. I will be watching today. Again, I know the story, but I'm excited to see how they actually bring the story to life. But also the parts that don't exist in the book. So Scrooge said no red dots for you today, by the way. So that's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But there are lots of characters who do not exist in the books that have really robust storylines. And so I'm excited to see those as well. All right, let's get some stuff from the dog. Since I got nothing new, I think since the last time we were here, I don't know. I don't think I was streamed. I think this was off stream. I obviously unlocked Pluto. Um, the Memento shelf comes from Pluto as well. I actually really love this shelf. It reminds me of the princess shelf that we get very early game, that gold shelf with something that is representative of each princess. It reminds me of that a lot, and I love that shelf, so I love this version as well. I got the window. Very excited. This comes from Lady or Tramp? I think Lady. It's quest line. I love it. Love it. I think this also comes from her quest line. I don't see myself just whipping this out all willy-nilly, but it's nice to have. And I think everything else you guys were here or have seen that I got in the meantime. So I'm just going to do my daily pathing purchase. Just a little, just blow half of the daily limit on some pathing while I see what's happening in the chat. All right. Brandy. Oh, Janice, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? Hopping in for a quick hello and a like. Thank you so much. And thank you for the 37 likes on the stream, everyone. On that note, Janice, how are you today? If you are still here, I hope you're still here. How is your week and month starting? Guys, thank you for saying hi and welcoming Brandy to the gems. Carice, thank you so very much for the congrats again. Being partner doesn't change much for the parlor. The parlor is still going to be the parlor, but it does, enhance some things. So obviously now, hi baby. Um, we have our memberships. We have our supers. So whether it is a super chat or a super sticker here in the stream, or a super comment, aka a thanks on a video, we have that. And shopping on the videos, which reminds me, I did forget an announcement. Because we are in March, and I think it's on the 25th, the DDV Switch 2 version comes out. Everything that stream earns, for lack of a better word, that sounds so cold and sterile, but everything that not the stream, the channel earns for the month of March, really starting last week. Everything will be going straight to my Switch 2 fund. We made an impressive dent last week. You guys touched all the buttons last week. And so I am just going to turn around and put all of that back into the parlor. And so hopefully we will be able, even if not by the DDV release date, probably by April, thereabouts, be able to get the Switch to not just, there we go. Oh, I was in cold. I didn't need cold. Dang it, I hate when that happens. Not specifically just for the DDV version, although I am curious as to what those changes are going to be, if they're going to do any exclusives or anything like that. But that will allow us to continue to expanding the parlor catalog. All right, I need to just empty my pockets real quick. With ACNH, Tiny Bookshop, and whatever else that comes up and makes sense for the parlor. So that is the goal. Anything the channel gets for the month of March is going to go right into the Switch 2 fund. I don't have a way at the moment that seamlessly will show you guys the progression, but I'll probably figure that out by next week. Just knowing me, just touching buttons, I'll figure it out by next week. So again, thank you guys. So everything that's today, the champagne glass is the visual representation of that. You guys can kind of see the progress that we're making in that way, I guess, in the meantime. So all that to say, not much actually changes with becoming YouTube partner, but that is a benefit for sure, that will allow me to turn around and pour back into you guys, because again, figuring out ways to adequately thank you guys does keep me up at night sometimes. Give me 1 second. I am being summoned. All right, I am back. All right, let's grab these flowers. My firstborn is getting her day started, so the brood is slowly waking up. It's okay. We still have over an hour together, so we are all good. The orbs by my house is because I was digging just to gather resources. Also, big shout out to Sunny. I didn't see Sunny in the chat. Hopefully Sunny pops in. Big shout out to Sunny for dropping off some resources for me, so that I could get some more crafting and thus more decorating done. I was finally able to set up my multiplayer and things on the PlayStation, and so I was able to get Sunny to come over. And so I'll need to take a look at what else I may or may not be low on. Okay, I actually don't want to drop these in. Well, I'll do it for now. Because I want to. That's the wrong one. I want to eventually, before we move to the island, empty out my triage chest. I did do some work on them over the weekend because they were getting very unruly. But I don't want to, when I start moving chests, have things, excuse me, in these chests, just so that I don't have mystery chests with who knows what in them. It's going to drive me insane. I want to know that when I pick up a whole room, that everything that's in my inventory at that time belongs to a particular category. All right, so let's just drop off the things, and then we are going to. Oh, we are raising a glass to Flower Loki. What did Flower Loki do? I can see the alert, like the Flower Loki. Thank you so. Switch to funds. Thank you so. Okay, I was letting you guys know that so you know where your things go, not so you can add things to the things. But thank you so much, Flower Loki, for adding to the switch to fun. That means everything. Again, I think you guys made a really impressive dent last week. So I think probably by the time we do another monthly refresh, like our April refresh, it'll probably be able to be ordered. And so what I think I'm actually going to do is use the throne has like a progression meter. I might use that. So as I'm able to withdraw funds from the YouTube, I will put them in the throne so you guys can see the progress that way. I think that'll be the best way. In addition to the champagne flute, to like sort of visualize and give you a sense of how close we are. But I am excited. Thank you, Flower Loki. Let's raise a glass. Hearts for Loki. Thank you so much. Let's see, by the way. It looks like the LOL is leading the charge. So yeah, I'll have that by tonight's stream. I'll have it. It'll be there. Don't you guys worry. Thank you, Sis6, for that recommendation. It seemed like it should have been an obvious one. So raise a glass, hearts for Flower Loki. Thank you so very much. I'm excited. What are we wishing Carice luck for? Ooh, you just put in an application for a job today. So I know, hold on. That's first of all. I know firsthand that the job hunt process could be a full-time job in and of itself. And so sometimes even just, there we go. Even just putting in the application and doing that first step is an achievement in itself. So thank you guys for congratulating and rallying behind Carice. Very proud of you. Keep us posted, please. By the way, Abby, have you heard anything? I know you were getting interviews set up. I don't know if I knew the interview dates. Have they been set up? Have they happened yet? Give us an update, please. And thank you. But best of luck to you, Carice. Definitely keep us updated. So yeah, this big one back here is now full. So we're working on this one. My chest of chests. Okay, guys. All right, our dailies are done. And it only took 2 hours. No big deal. No big deal. All right, let me see where I am on my itinerary. I did write down an itinerary, by the way. Okay, so Mick New. Are you guys still here? I am 500 years late, but I did want to mention, like I said, tonight we're going to be testing in our streams. So respect, I'll have mine. They will be doing pop-up streams so that they can test theirs. Because this Wednesday, if everything goes well, this Wednesday evening, we are going to be doing a collaborative DDV stream. um because we wanted to just kind of start with something simple and easy, and then kind of work our way up to whatever we decide to do going forward. We're just going to do a DDV decorating challenge. We still have to work out like the details in terms of like what the parameters will be. We will be using my house randomizer to decide which house we'll be decorating. But we're gonna work through ways that you guys can help us, you guys can sabotage us, things that you guys can do to interact with the process. New has some exciting things that she's working on. I think I emptied this one out already, by the way. Yep, just seeds as it should be. Just to again enhance, the experience with her stream, but also for our collaborative stream. So I'm really excited. Like I said, tonight we will technically be co-streaming as a technical test, as a dress rehearsal. And then if all goes well, we will be doing the actual stream this Wednesday evening. You will see the posts and the times on our respective channels. So I'm really, really excited for that. If nothing else, it'll be a fun time. If nothing else. Weasley, thank you for wishing Carice good luck. Yeah, I haven't worked in a year, so I thought about time it started again. Yeah, it is definitely a process. Like I said, even just looking for a job can be a full-time job. So very, very proud of you, Carice. I'm still here, but New is streaming. Yes, I know New was going to stream. I wasn't paying attention to the time. But yeah, so that is the plan, guys. All right, so we are going to do one more pit stop. Because also, in addition to finishing the Nala and Simba house, I also finally did some work on I think I went to, did I go to the right island? I went to the right island. Pretty sure I went to the right island. On my Mickey and Friends island. I've just been little by little working my way through these designs that have just been kind of like living in my head. So you guys get to see the progress on this one first. And part of what inspired this was, first of all, touring all the islands with you guys and just like, okay, I need to get this done. Two, I needed to know which island I'm gonna have to part with, or island design I'm gonna have to part with to make room for storage. Three, we got Pluto, and I was not about to welcome Pluto into just a vast open space of just houses lying around. So, um, here is the progress that I made. I still have quite a bit of work that I would like to do up here. I summoned Scrooge up here and Lady and Tramp just because I felt like, the dogs, like Pluto should have other dogs to hang out with. So I did some work over on Mickey. Let's first of all do this. Let's go into furniture mode so you guys get an overview. I went from doing a Toontown island, but I realized I don't want to recreate Toontown, and I couldn't even if I wanted to. And I decided I wanted to do more of a Mickey and Friends neighborhood. And then that made me realize I've never done a neighborhood build, not really. And so just figuring out like street layouts and like how a block should work, like this block cross the street, go to this next block. It was actually more of a mental exercise than I realized it would be. So this is the general layout. Like I said, I still have quite a bit of work that I want to do. I need to finish these, let me see, this quadrant and this quadrant and this kind of this general, not amusement park, but amusement area. Again, the crafting stream came in real handy because I was like, ooh, balloons. And so I have another one over here. All right, now let's walk it real quick. So I have, Mins and Mickles, as Jam likes to call him. Over here, I have a little shared backyard moment here for them, but I just realized I don't think I can get in. No one's breaking into their backyard. And let's get on the sidewalk. Let's not run through the street. I'm still figuring out exactly what I want to do with this, but especially if I end up, I don't know yet, redoing my Plaza Island. This is a moment that was inspired by a vignette in my Plaza Island, and I think I might just end up recreating that over here, so I have a place where it still exists. And then we are over at Daisy's. I can break into her backyard. Um, I last time I tried to sit in this hammock, my game froze, so I'm not even gonna try. But it is very pretty. Again, another find from doing all of our crafting. So she has this little picnic area here for when Donald pops over. I need to move my crafting table. I was crafting, but this will eventually be open. It's not blocked off on purpose. Um, I felt like the up house just fit in really, really well here. And so I've sort of designated it as Donald's house, but not really. I haven't decorated inside or anything. So that's a TBD, to be quite honest. But for the purposes of this island, it's Donald's house. I gotta work through that. Maybe just a vacation house for whoever is docked off the cruise ship, because for the longest, that's what I called Donald's house. I didn't call it Donald's house. I called it the Valley cruise ship. And now I'm feeling like I guess I should call it his house. I don't know. And then we have the carousel, which I guess is Woody's house or whatever. This is just a center moment. I absolutely love the Edwardian skins. One of the things I want to rework is because I want to keep in mind that I have plans to eventually get the new houses in the Moonstone bundle. Um, Shout out to Meg and Coco Lee for showing me to demonstrating how that house looks next to the Toon houses. It's exactly how I envisioned. And so I do want to, and that's what I'm like, I don't know if that's what I'm gonna put in that corner. So that corner is more of a placeholder. Um, and here's kind of like, again, so they just have this big, park area in their neighborhood, some just concessions in the park. I think of moments like this of like Washington Square Park, Bryant Park, where people obviously live not far, and they just kind of have also things that people can buy, touristy things, you know. The phone booth, my little makeshift dog park, which is also where I ended up just taking my dream snap just so I wouldn't forget. And still working on this area and what I want it to look like and feel like. And then we have Goofy's over here, which is also not done, but I did really like having these dog beds here. This is Tigger's from Scrooge's shop, and I think this from Scrooge's shop, or is this a reward gift? I think it's a reward from Tramp. There's so many dogs in this game now. Some walking on 4 legs, then you got Goofy on 2, and then we have the firehouse over here. Hold on, I need to come over here and can I reach it? I was able to reach it before, and then I think I moved the car, and now I can't reach it. Hold one. I just need to do this real quick. It stays on the entire game session, but I think I moved the car because I wanted it to feel like it was coming more from the back, and so now I don't get the interact button. But how dope is that? It's like the actual muffler. So yeah, that's another island also more or less done. And this makes me very happy. Okay, sorry guys. I wasn't looking at the chat. Sorry. I am back. All right, hold on. Okay. I'm still here, but new stream. Yes, okay, I saw that. Okay, here we go. So I wasn't too far behind. No, Carice is job hunting now, Nicole, but nonetheless, thank you for the love. Um, and hopefully she will hear back soon. Um, Robert, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Robert saying hello to Nicole, Carol. Okay, everyone's just saying hi. Okay, cool. I did not miss much. How are you doing today, Robert? All right, so I think who was it last week? I don't remember who exactly it was, but I know a few of you did vote for us to do the floating island on Ancient Island. And I ran around all the other islands, and it really is the best fit in terms of the story that I already had in mind for it, also being representative of a storage area. And so these are the houses that I already had up here. I finally brought up this house because originally my intention was like a kind of a futuristic build, a future inspired build up here. And I think I can still work with this sort of ancient civilization, future, like the past colliding with the future, so to speak, um, as the backdrop for my storage. Here's where I have been struggling. Let's just go stand somewhere. Here's where my sort of mental struggle has been. I have looked at all manners of outdoor storage islands. Some that are very like kind of like grid like there's one I saw on Pinterest where it was like a 4x4. So each section was a category, so it was decorated but not really decorated or themed. It was just very utilitarian. I've seen quadrants, like I know Steph's is a quadrant. I believe Tinker Lily's is broken down by quadrants as well. So within the quadrants, things are decorated and themed, but it's not one big design with chests nestled into it, if that makes sense. And then I've seen that latter version. Sunny did an amazing storage island where if you did not actually see the chest, and they're not like so hidden, looking at you, Crest, they're not so hidden that it's like, is this a storage island? But they are very well integrated into the design. And so I have been, and I've seen all types of variations of those kind of three buckets. Um, I have been trying to figure out, do I want to lean more utilitarian or more design, with storage integrated in? And I am leaning more towards the latter because that's what my house feels like. Each one of my rooms is decorated. The chests aren't hidden, but they are decorated with a theme. The chests align with those themes. I don't think I would enjoy having like a grid or quadrants or anything so structured. I don't know. I reserve the right to change my mind. But I think, especially just considering how much I hoard, guys, I have 7 floors of storage, 7 floors, 22 rooms. I haven't counted the chests, but it's not little. It's not little. And they all need to fit on one island. I'm not doing this on more than one island because I'll just stay in my house for all of that. So I think I'm leaning more towards, I hope that makes sense, but I think I'm leaning more towards I'm designing the island and then leaving nooks or paths or whatever it is where chests will live versus something that's like a grid or something of that nature. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. So I think that's the plan for up here. And I think that will work with this backdrop, and then I can integrate these buildings so it really feels designed and lived in, and I'm not just landing in a warehouse, if that, in an outdoor warehouse, if that makes sense. I want my I want my island to feel I don't want it to feel like a what is that, a warehouse district. So I want it to feel like an elevated warehouse area though. Where there's buildings and people, go get coffee and stuff. So dramatic. But that's the plan. Abby, you're gonna go be hanging out with some friends. Enjoy your day with your friends. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and rest of your week, Abby. It is always great seeing you in the parlor. Okay. So that's the plan. Hold on. I wish we could bring, where's my nearest house? Yeah, let's just go here. I wish we could bring our house to an island. That would be so, so very helpful. I'm getting a message from my husband. One second, everyone. Oh, he's just checking in. All right. Make sure everyone is okay. Wonderful. Everyone is well. So I think I want to keep these same. I'm not going to go floor to floor. Actually, I probably will end up going floor to floor because I need to empty my triage at some point, but we'll see. So these are the 7 floors that I need to get into the island. I guess just 6 though, because this floor isn't really storage. If I'm being completely honest, this 6th floor is more of a gallery floor. It's where I like to come in and rotate my memories. I planned on hanging more and then I didn't because the wallpaper was just, I don't know, I just love the way the wallpaper looked. And then this one is tapestries. So the only real storage on this floor is this room. My junk drawer room is what I like to call it. And so this is the only real storage. So I can technically fold this in as just make it part of another floor. So it's really just 6 floors that I need to figure out. This one, yeah, so 6 floors, 22 rooms. But if we take out, I guess, those 2 extra rooms, 20 rooms. So we got to get 20 rooms because I want to still keep everything in their respective categories because that is how my brain works. So I guess I should look and see how many chests. How do y'all do this and why? Sorry, I just had a mini tantrum in my head. This seemed like it was gonna be a fun challenge, and now that I'm actually sitting down to try to execute, questioning all my life choices. Now, one way that I know this room is a bad example. One way that I know I could probably minimize how much storage I'm using. My gems, my aquarium, this room with the bookcases, these are all small storage. So I need more of them so that I can hold the things. Because what, 3 small storage, I think is the equivalent of a large, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So it takes 3 small storage for 1 large. And I have quite a few rooms that use small storage. So I need a second. I need a second. I need a second. Cassie, I haven't done outdoor storage because most of my house would be empty. And so that was always part of my motivation as well. Like, what would I do at my house? But so my idea for my house, I had planned it with starting with the 8th floor after my storage ends, but I can actually use the whole house for it. So I am actually excited for what this will become. It's the outdoor part that is giving me somewhat of a headache. So my plan was for my house to turn it into essentially a showcase house with a floor and or a room for each character and or universe. So depending on the universe, so the larger universes, Mickey and Friends, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, uh, excuse me, let me just kind of so you guys can see the front of me. Frozen, Tangled, those are very large universes in terms of the amount of items we have for those universes. I was going to give those entire floors. Let me just keep dropping stuff off while we talk. And the smaller ones that are just like one character, or 1 to 2 characters, they were going to like maybe share a floor. So like one floor was going to be like my royal court, where it's Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White, because it's literally just their one princess each, and or one other character. And so kind of just theming it that way, and that would give my house a purpose, especially as more characters and universes come to the game. Like we have Pocahontas coming, we have whoever's coming from Hercules, and you know, so on and so forth. So my house, I'm not even worried about. My house is good. You know what, let me get these snippets out, because I was snippet catching to level up my critters. So let me actually get these out so I can just throw that one gem in there. So I'm not worried about my house. It's just how all of this, all these rooms that you guys see me running in and out of, how does that translate into an island? My brain is having a hard time. Let me just get these. No, this one. Okay, this is what I want to do. Nope. Okay, so this is, what is this one? This is pink, if they say so. It looks like gray to me, but as you know, when it's displayed, it is pink. Can I fit it? Okay, here's what I will actually do. Okay, let's take these out. I also have no use for these snippets. Okay, there we go. And then you are here. All right, cool. Done. Done. So yeah, that is where I am struggling. Just figuring out again. So these are all small chests, right? So they'll take up way less space because 3 of these is 1 large chest. So this would actually just be 2 large chests in this corner. So where I have 6. So let me see. So 6, 12, 18, 24 would actually become 8. Wow, that sounds wild. And I think that might be the hardest part for me. Parting with my themed, because the aquarium is a small chest. I didn't mean to go in there. Whoops. The snippet room is all small chest. The aquarium is all small chest. My dairy is all small chest. Yeah. I think that's my challenge. You go here. And then let's go to the 4th floor. Because I remember very well where all my things are. For the most part. I also finally integrated my Wish Blossom Ranch fish into the actual fish tanks. They were not in fish tanks for a while. I finally put them in the fish tanks. Coming! Alright, so let's just drop these here. I did such a good job this weekend emptying my triage. Really pleased with myself. Guys, thank you for the 41 likes on the stream. That means a lot. So I think I'm gonna worry about the chests another time. Let's figure out the best layout. Let's just assume every category is going to need a dozen large chests. let's let's just operate off of that assumption. I could be totally wrong. But let's go from there and see how it feels. So I think I am going to design this as if, you know, with storage not entirely in mind. But probably this is one idea that I got from Sunny. She implemented it really well. She used a lot of like archways and nooks, and those are what the chests are kind of tucked into. So as you're walking down her roads, you hit this category of chests, this category, and then like, because they're all kind of nestled off to the sides. I think I would do a kind of very similar in the sense of like I've built out my roads, but I just need to make sure I leave somewhere for the chests to live. So not necessarily archways or nooks, but something along those lines. That feels right. Yeah. Because even though my brain is like, okay, well, doing a grid would be easier to execute, I don't know that I would love just seeing rows and rows and rows and rows of chests. So let's start by just kind of seeing what decor would even be in the categories that I need. All right, let's see. Let's see. I feel like there is a futuristic category. There it is. And then let's see what universes make the most sense. And then we go from there. Yeah. I think, oh, Wally. Yeah, I think that's a good starting plan. Just to at least kind of get my staging area set up. Um, let's see. Incredibles feels futuristically fantastical. Big Hero 6. Let's just see what happens. Oh, Atlantis. Oh, Tron. I need them to have a method to the madness. That is this list. Like, why is alphabetical order not an option? I'm so confused. What's other? All right, let's just see. Let's see everything that shows up. And then let's see what I'll actually possibly maybe use. Oh, no, this is a good table. Because why wouldn't I want a treadmill or vacuum? Those seem like very sensible selections to me. Especially when you don't have a plan. So right now, literally just selecting on vibes. I do not have a mood board. I do not have an actual final vision. It is all vibes. Just kind of picking the things. What is this? Huh. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna, after I'm done with that, oh, another table option. Look at things that are just black and white. Would I use this? Actually, you know what? Why not? Just going on vibes. Just going on vibes. Oh, that's the list? You know what? Let me take out the futuristic tag. So I can oh, and then it's the universe, the oh, you know what? Let me take out other. I am certain that that is a catch-all. Okay, this is better, more manageable. Let me just grab one of each of these lights just so I have something representative of that light, regardless of the color. All right. These, of course. Although I don't think, actually, I don't, definitely wouldn't use that. It's really big, and the perimeter already has, you know what, let's just place it anyway. Because who knows, it might be a good separator in some way. Let's see. All right. Oh gosh. Oof, I forgot how big that was. All right. What is this? Vacant bike dock? Oh, okay. We'll just tuck you in here. I don't see why I'd use that, but again, we don't know. We don't know. As this thing continues to progress, I'm giving myself the month of March to get this done. So I also don't want it to feel, I may not end up using a lot of these, like I said, because there's already so many of them already, the perimeter. I don't want this to feel like a throwaway island. I would definitely want it to lean more futuristic than not, more pretty than rustic, if that makes sense. Yeah, more on the glam than on the rustic. Thank you, Weasley.
Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray. Hydration check. Sip, sip, hooray. Stay refreshed. Sip, sip, hooray.
Thank you, Weasley. I hope you guys also hydrated and did the things. So yeah, I wanted to feel definitely more luxurious than not. I don't know why I keep backing out. So like the Star Wars items, some of the bronze items that we craft. What is this? Oh yeah, I think they're from like Merlin or something, don't we? So lots of golds and brass, if I'm being completely honest. I just wanna have all the books. So I don't know. So that's why like I skipped like a lot of the Wally stuff of like the rusted lamp, and those kinds of items. Yeah, like I said, I don't want it to feel like a full-on warehouse district. More like an elevated, if you will. But look at all these things I can't use because I'm outside. Sorry. I'm not angry or anything. I'm fine. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I am quite limited in my options, by the way. That kind of sucks. Oh, yeah, we hit the bottom of the list. Oh, a girl needs lighting. So this is what I'm working with. Okay. Well, let's see if there's a good well skin. This is gonna be awful. I might end up having to keep the well skin as is. No, that's not the most. It might have to stay. Yeah. Let's see. I love this well. Yeah. It might have to stay as is. I'm so sad. Okay. I can do this. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. Okay. Um, what I would like to see is if there is a gazebo or something, a pergola or an archway or something, because I need to know that I will also be able to. Oh, my bad. Um, oh, the sound dropped. That okay. There we go. I want to know that there's kind of like I can create sort of pass-throughs and stuff. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. This just restored my faith in the design. This right here. This gazebo right here restored my faith in the things. Not by a lot. I wonder if I do a related check, what comes. How are these related? I Game Loft, are you guys hiring? I am happy to come in and just overhaul the tagging system. I'm not asking for a lot. I will come in and literally just do that. Ew. Sorry. For anyone who might like that. But actually that just gave me an idea. Let me see what cooking stations and or crafting station, actually not or, just and crafting stations we have. I know I need a time bending table, but do any of these have that sort of, oh, I guess it'd be this one actually. None of them actually have that sort of future. Cruella's is the most modern. And let's see what we have here for cooking. I mean, I guess I could just throw my ancient cooker up there. Cooker. Oh, this one's not terrible. Excuse me. Wow. It's okay. Yeah, I guess this for crafting, maybe Cruella's. And maybe this or this for cooking. And or the ancient cook. Yeah, I don't cook outside often. Okay. And then the time bending table. Cool, 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 cool. Where am I going? This island. Thank you guys for the 42 likes on the stream. We have about 30 minutes remaining on this brainstorm sesh. Thank you guys for another amazing morning in the valley. Don't worry, we're not leaving. I'm just saying thank you. I promise. I'm just saying thank you. Let us see where everyone's. I just need to stretch my fingers, so I have to put the controller down. Let's just see where everyone's sugar cube balances are. I know we had some super chats. Those tend to shake up the. Yep, Flower Loki. Just boop, jumped right into third. So we have Corgi very comfortably at 4,745. Nicole, 3,840. Flower, Loki, Sissix, and Crest rounding. It is crazy to me how Crest is still able to hold on to that top five. But for those of you who do not know, my live premieres, like when I premiere a video, that is also a way to accumulate sugar cubes. That chat, the sugar cube economy is working in there as well. And so for anyone who's like, Crest is looking, or she's been at so many of my live premieres, and that is why she's always very, very, very close to the top. She sat at the top for a very long time. And then we have new Tiger Lily, Naturally Coco, Dom, and Javs rounding out the top 10. If you have not checked your tea and treat for the day, all the things, your daily rituals, thank you for using those. Ooh, Corgi, what's your treat today? Because I know you didn't get one last time. Lemon shortbread. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, guys, let us get back into this. And I think the pathing. Oh, before I forget though, let me just grab the tables that I know I'm gonna need. Yeah, I guess we're gonna use this one. And then just the ancient cooker, which I think I only have the one. Oh, I need to see this in person, like at eye level. But I think I could make something shake with that. Let me see. Like that one looks like, this actually makes me think of Edna mode. Right? Right? Or am I reaching? Let's see. This. I don't know. We're just gonna park it over here. See? This is what happens when you start crafting things. You're like, oh, I own things. I wanted to find my time bending table. Oh, this is obviously just like kind of a good simple option. Oh, yeah, I do have more than one ancient cooker. Who knew? For this one. Yeah, I think it'd actually be this one, not the more ornate one. No, this. And the aesthetic would work, but it's like just for the size of it and just to have one square, then I'd rather use this round one. There goes my time bending table. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, yeah, let's use the clock that looks like Merlin's house. Yep, yep. Okay, yeah. Just as the kind of palette. Do you guys kind of see a pattern forming? It's like browns and grays and blues. I might be reaching, but humor me. Let's throw this one up here. Again, I don't cook often, like outside. I do like my bulk cooking indoors, but just in case, rather have that sort of like resource area. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do a what's the word I'm looking for? An overhaul or a refresh of all of my favorites. We'll probably do that on a stream one day. Okay, let's see. Alright, I think I can look at my pathing options. Oh, I actually don't like that one. As a borderless is actually really not cute. I like this one borderless. So this is the one that is already up here, basically. And then the bordered version has the rocks. And then I like the big slab bordered one. What is that called? Stone slab, yeah. Where is it with the borders? There it is. Where am I really enjoy this one. Okay, I want to see how these look with, because I'm going to need something to break it up. I want to see how these look with the asphalt, maybe? Wrong way. Just trying to get a sense of, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. I'm just trying to get a sense of, like, if I have roads and sidewalks, if you will, what a good combination would be. And then I really like our new pathing. And like, not just because it's new, but because it's like really good. Because I think that might also be what keeps it from feeling too ancient. If that makes sense. So I know like these are already, this one's already here. So regardless, I mean, unless I just happen to put things on these patches, like this is not pathing I put here. This is what came with the island. So I can cover these with things like the buildings that I have. So I'm not too worried about this kind of disrupting the ethos. Um, I feel like I definitely don't need to add more of this to the mix. Let's see what the borderless one of the new one looks like. It looks so warm when it's next to the asphalt, but this warm cool combo kind of it's kind of giving this type of combo here with the bronze and the gold and the blue. That's what I feel like is happening here. Wally, you might, by the way, get booted from the island. No, I think I'm going to go with, oh, let me see what this looks like real quick. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna let these four sit here for a while I ponder. Okay, we have 20 minutes left in stream. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave these here to ponder them for a while. Um, and then let's see. Okay, I've been wanting to try this. So let's see if we can get a hype train going before we end the stream while I play around. Yeah, let's do that. And we will wrap up with bonus sugar cubes if we are able to fill our hype quotient. Bonus sugar cubes for the entire parlor to wrap up today's celebration. All right, so so you guys will see that probably at the top of the chat. Um, Once it starts, it will kind of kick off. I need a better word, guys, by the way. Whoever has suggestions. A better word for hype train than hype train for the parlor, because I mean, not like hype chariot. I think it's the hype that I'm not really sold by. But yeah, so it is kicked off. Let's see. We got 15 minutes. Let's just call it 15 minutes. And then once it kicks off, if we are able to hit our goal, then the entire parlor will get bonus sugar cubes at the end of the stream. So 20 supers in 15 minutes. Hopefully you see a little bullseye at the top of chat. And then I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes just kind of really fine tuning what items from this staging area I want to keep. And then we will close out the stream. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up rating new. Because I know she's streaming. I don't think anyone else is streaming, which makes my life a lot easier. I hate having to make those kind of who to stream, who to raid. Now that I can actually raid. That is another change that comes to the parlor. But just to make sure everyone's waking up this morning. Because you guys start the day with me, and I want to be the one that wake. You guys start with Jam. A lot of you start with Jam. She kind of gets you up. She's like your coffee, and then I really get the breakfast going, and then now I send you out into the world for lunch. Obviously, it's still morning for me, so humor me again, I say. All right, I think we are going to. I just want to make sure I have that right. One second, guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. I will say it's so interesting the way they set up like the way you kind of raid someone. I definitely thought it was way fewer steps, but it's also something you could set up before your stream, but then it's like you're not always knowing who's streaming. So I don't know. It's this very strange. It could just be me. It could just be me. I do find it to be this very strange thing though. But it could just be me. Yeah, so new is streaming Star Sand Island. Like I said, my hope is this evening when we come back into the parlor, we will also be streaming Star Sand Island. It's not a first look. I have actually already started playing it this weekend. And then we will also be discussing Bridgerton and also doing what is that called, our dress rehearsal with Nicole and New. Thank you, Nicole, for starting off the hype train, the dollar train, the coin chariot. I don't know, child, we'll work on it. It's a work in progress, but thank you guys. Let's raise our glasses and hearts in the chat to Nicole. Everyone wake up. Do we need, you know what, we haven't done? I also don't know if I fixed it. So that might be why we haven't done it. I haven't played my hype song. I fixed it. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so what I think is okay, I like okay, let's close this poll. Let's end this poll, and then we are going to last poll of the stream. What are these called? I think I just exited out, which is fine because I probably needed to save anyway. So what are we looking at? We're looking at essentially these four options. And so the question is going to be which one should be our sort of main path. And then I can figure out the secondary off stream, I am sure. Excuse me. So it is going to be between our stone slab, our worn brick. I don't know why they call it worn. If anything, they should have called it warm, WARM, not worn, because it doesn't look worn. It's quite shiny. It looks quite new, if I'm being completely honest. The slate stone and the asphalt. Because maybe the asphalt is the anomaly, is the outlier in this one, and it doesn't need to be my secondary, and it actually just needs to not exist. I don't know. So we'll pick a primary. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. And then I think, because as I land in my well, I'll be facing this way. I'm not going to move the well. So the bucket's here. So when I land, I'll be facing this way. So kind of thinking about that. I actually think I want to create a courtyard moment. Or like I love a good courtyard moment around a well, especially if it's going to be a sort of neighborhood. Yeah. So we'll just pick a path. I just want to make sure I'm not eliminating any good possibilities. I haven't used this one in a very long time. Huh. Ooh. Okay. Guys, hear me out. No, actually, no. It's good in small doses. As soon as don't hear me out. Don't hear me out. Don't hear me out. Nope. I take that back. I take that back. I take it back immediately. It seemed like a really good idea in my head, though. It seemed like a very good idea. Okay. So we're just gonna ignore that. So when I land, I am facing this way. Let's just pick one that I haven't used in the little display. If I do a gazebo. All right, let's just kind of outline our courtyard moment. Yeah, let's do that. And then yeah, I don't think I want a massive courtyard. Yeah, that feels like a good size. And then let's pick, I think for fencing, I'm going to most likely do either, probably actually not, but I do want to use the gates. I think that'll help with some like sort of separation. Especially when we're entering the spaces with the chests. And my wrought iron. Although I really do like these gates too. Let's put these down as an option. It'll most likely be the blue. Yeah, it'll most likely be the blue. Fencing. I love this rope one, but I think the wrought iron. Let me just throw up this pillar. I feel like it's going to be the wrought iron. I just want to see what the wrought iron looks like next to this one. Because I feel like the only other thing that kind of goes with is this, and that's not what we're trying to do. Oh no, no, no! That is not what I want to do. I just want to delete you. All right, so I could use actually the one that I accidentally just placed, but the problem with that one is to get it straightened. Where is it? This one. It takes a lot of going in and out and placing the next one, and it's a lot, and I'm not going to do that for rows and rows at a time. So yeah, that one didn't make it, and I think the brick becomes too townish. All right, let's see where you guys are on the poll. One brick and slate stone. So these two are the ones that are leading the charge. Well, we only have 2 votes in. We have 40 of you in the chat, so get those votes in. Because we have 7 minutes left in stream. We have less than 10 minutes left in stream. And then I kind of just need to see. Let me just pick. I just want to make another sort of road. Has anyone else been using the group mode? I used it for referral for the first time over the weekend. I just want to make a square that is the same distance of, what is that? Like, same distance from the center square is what I'm trying to say. So I used it for the first time this weekend, actually, when I was working on that video. And I do see how it can come in really handy. I did struggle at first kind of toggling between group mode and what they call it, I think, decor mode. But I do like it. I do like it. I know I've seen some people say they wish like it had a wider range. Because I wasn't using it for an entire build setup, I didn't really run into any necessity, I guess I should say, for that. But I also didn't really have an issue with the range that it picked up. I will say I did see Jam say in one of her decorating videos that you have to be careful if you have items on a table. It doesn't pick those up. I don't remember if it was items that you place, like food, or if that was like also decor as well. I cannot remember. Because there's items that we put on like lamps, for example, that's decor, versus when, you know, I drop food and place it on a table. So that's the only thing I don't remember. And so I could definitely see how that's annoying. Like just kind of remembering to like remove something off the table if the table is part of the group. I'm gonna finish this square. Yay! Okay. Because I think that's going to be my kind of in between road, and then a road surrounding the entire island. I think that's going to be kind of like my baseline. Look at that. That gate just knew. It knew what it was supposed to do. Okay, so Let me just draw this pathing real quick, and then I can get rid of that fencing. I think I accidentally went in mounts. Sure did. Oh, we got some stone slab thrown in the mix, shaking things up. Nicole, what did Nicole say? I haven't used it yet, but I don't build. Well, yeah, fair. That makes sense. But you will be decorating on Wednesday. So, guys, I am really excited. Whoa. I don't know what that was, but it was loud. Raina Marie, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for adding your name to the Parlour Ledger. I hope you decide to stay a while. Feel free to chat or lurk, whichever you are more comfortable with. We are going to be wrapping up shortly, so I'm glad you got to catch the stream, or maybe you were lurking this whole time and decided to make things official. But welcome in, welcome in. Nope, nope, nope. No. There we go. Very good. So the other day, I was decorating on my Mac. And so on my Mac, I play with controller. But, you know, if I want to use the mouse and keyboard, I can. I rarely do. And I was drawing some pathing, and I thought it would be easier to just do the dragging with the mouse. I gotta say, didn't love it. I still would choose my controller. I just did not enjoy it. Alright, let's get rid of this. Looks like I was doing the Pythagorean theorem on my island. Okay. No, no. There we go. We need a redo button though. Okay, and with 1 minute to spare, look at that. Look at me all on time. Okay, I thought that would, oh, because the diagonal corners don't touch. All right. Hopefully they fix that sooner rather than later. Okay, so I think this is the grid we're working with. We're going to end the poll. Worn brick definitely won. It's kind of the one that I was leaning towards too. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. And so it seems like a stone slab and what is that? The other one. This one. Were tied for a second. So I can delete the asphalt. So yeah, it'll either be a combination with, let's just throw this down. Where is it? There it goes. Guys. Okay. I am losing my sense of controls just because playing other games where the buttons are opposite. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a combination that might look like this. So let me delete this real quick. So okay, I will stare at this for a little bit longer. Thank you guys for an amazing stream, another amazing morning in the valley. It is always a good time hanging out with you guys. Thank you for the 42 likes on the stream. Thank you to all the amazing creators who stopped by. Naturally Coco, NYC Hearts Gaming, aka Nicole, Cozy Crest Plays, New Name, and obviously, of course, Dreams with Jam. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, Steph Lunara, for subscribing. Just as a creator, just stopping in, but also for subscribing. Thank you, Raina Marie, for also adding your name to the parlor. Okay, let me catch up. Let me just make sure. I wanna get all my thank yous correct. Thank you, Sissix, for the super chat, Jamie for the super chat, Nicole for the super chat, Flower Loki for the super chat. Thank you guys. Like I said, so anything the stream earned, all of your patronage, that's the word, all of your patronage for the month of March is going to go towards the Switch 2 Fund, so that way I can bring more things to the parlor. So thank you guys for all of that. Thank you, Tanya, for the gifted memberships. So again, welcome Ashton, Cassie, Carice, T, Sierra, Radical Radish, Madison, Sasha, Amethyst May, and Courtney. If you're wondering where your membership came from, it came from Tanya. Um, I hope you enjoy your membership. I hope you enjoy your emotes. I have some stuff, so I'll be adding to the members only tab shortly. Brandy, I don't see yours, but I know Brandy also became a member. Carolyn also became a member. So welcome to our gems and our diamonds. I'm really, really excited. Last but not least, no, not even last, shout out to Weasley, our amazing mod. If we can get mod love in the chat for Weasley, for holding it down as usual. Mod love and crowns in the chat for Weasley. And last but not least, shout out to all of you guys just again for another amazing Monday morning in the parlor. We will be back this evening. It'll be 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will hopefully be playing Star Sand. Everything should work in terms of like connections and what's not, but if not, it will be Infinity Nikki. So that's why I haven't made the thumbnail. I want to make sure I want to like just pre-set up everything with the game in OBS and all of that, because it will not be on my PS5. So I just want to make sure all that's set up. So hopefully it'll be Star Sand Island, but it'll be Infinity Nikki as a backup. We will be talking about all things Bridgerton. Yes, yes. And we will also be doing a dress rehearsal with New and Nicole for our co-stream that'll be happening later this week. All right, so we are actually going to, speaking of New and speaking of Star Sand, we are going to be rating New, who was currently playing Star Sand Island, probably having a crazy, chaotic, good time. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, an amazing rest of your week, an amazing March. I am excited to continue our celebration season, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.